So first one that I can remember, experience with the mental health issues was probably mid-20s. Was working for a company here, a international company, got promoted down to Melbourne, was doing pretty well, but then wasn't handling the stress well, and just got to a point where I didn't want to go out, I didn't want to socialise, sort of went to work, came home, stayed up all night. The longer you stay up, the longer it takes for tomorrow to come, that sort of thing. Went through a doctor, suggested I was depressed, and to go and talk to the employer. Did that, and within a week I was made redundant. And that was my first experience into mental health. Lowest points per rural have probably been 4 years ago when I had a major episode with the passing of my grandmother, who I was quite close with, and was hospitalised for a few weeks with the RBH. Probably would have preferred to go to prison. And then came out of there and thought I was okay and had my own business and family and thought I was doing all right. And then last year, within the space of about 3 months, had another sort of breakdown and came back from that, and business was gone, family was gone, house was gone, car was gone, everything was gone. And I was sleeping on a mate's couch. And that's pretty much when I thought, you know what, there's not much left to go, so why not just call it quits. I think, strangely enough, when I decided that I was going to call it a day and end my life, I had a bizarre conversation with the insurance company to make sure I was covered for suicide first. Probably scared the bejeebers out of the lady on the other end of the phone. And then started writing a list, and the list just got too long of things I needed to tidy up before I left. And with 2 boys, I think didn't want to rob them of their childhood. Easy for me to leave. Financially, they'd be quite secure, but yeah, they wouldn't have a childhood, and I messed that up. And so I think from then I just started to look at things that made me happy, and wrote a list of things I wanted to do, and get a motorbike license, buy a boat, take the kids camping, that sort of thing, and stopped giving a shit about what everyone else thought. And that's probably been the best thing, is just find something that makes you happy and do that. And I think that was culminated in Christmas last year. That was the first year ever without my kids. And I was sitting at home on Christmas Eve by myself and just wasn't looking forward to Christmas Day and all the issues and the memories that was going to drag up. So drove myself down to Mount Warning at 1 a.m, slept in the car for a bit, climbed up Mount Warning and saw sunrise on Christmas Day. And pretty much thought, you know what, I'm going to be all right. There's not much else that can possibly happen that I can't deal with now, and I'll be okay. Tips and tricks of right mindset is probably just don't try and do everything. And if having a bad day, or just write a list of things, and even if you get one thing done off the list, then that's not a bad day. Or give yourself a break sometimes, and just, if you're not having a bad day, then just don't try and bust your ass to get stuff done. Be open and honest, I think, with yourself to say, today's not going to be a good one, so go for a walk. Or if it's raining, stand in the rain. Standing in the rain in public is great, because you can cry in the rain and people don't know whether you're crying or whether you're wet from rain. And it's awesome. And so just stop caring what everyone else thinks, and stop relying on other people to make you happy. If I could go back in time, I probably would tell myself not to put myself under so much pressure. That at the end of the day, money and material things, they're not that important. And especially now having 2 boys, the experiences with those kids is more important. The kicking the footy, going to the beach, going camping, going fishing, they're far more important than working 70, 80 hours a week to earn this money that ultimately the kids just want to see you. So I think for me personally, it's don't worry so much about what the Joneses have and just be there for your kids. My message would be, I think you find out when you lose everything very quickly who your friends and family are and who's there for you and who's not. But you also realise that once you've lost everything, it's really easy to bounce because you can do whatever you want. You don't have ties to things or jobs or whatever, so your world's your oyster. And I think the message would be that stop pinning your happiness on someone else or on something and do what makes you happy. And I think even if other people don't agree with what you're doing, if they see that you're happy, it's pretty hard to tell someone to stop doing something if it's making